Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Yellow. Gonna have to get used to saying that one now. We're already on our 7th Let's Play, that's insane. Last time, we delivered Professor Oak's package and we obtained the Pokedex in return. As of right now, I currently own 7 because in between episodes I did some training and catching of Pokemon. Pikachu and Nidoran, the male one, are, as I said last time, our 2 current members as of this point. I also captured a Pidgey, a Mankey, and a Spearow off screen. The Spearow is currently in the PC, so we currently have a Pokemon in storage, which is really neat. And I also did some research. The highest number of Pokemon you need to catch in the game to get absolutely everything is 50. So we're going to be catching at least 50, but probably not too terribly many more than that. Anyway, this time, now that we've trained up our Pokemon a little bit, there is actually an optional boss fight I want to do. And this optional boss fight will actually help determine what our rival's Eevee is going to evolve into. Anyway, over on this route is where I caught the Mankey and the Spearow, and the Pidgey was actually caught on Route 2. So that is an explanation for that, and while I normally would not run from this, I'd like to be at full health for this fight we're going to be doing. So I'm going to flee and head right up here. I don't think there's a hidden item up here, but there might be. There is not. Anyway, head right on over here. Hey, David, you're going to Pokemon League? Forget it. You probably don't have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Here we have an optional rival battle against Blue. I believe this rival battle will vanish after you get a badge, I believe. Anyway, he's starting off with a level 9 Spearow, which I think is pretty good for us because Pikachu is packing Thundershock, which is definitely one of the best moves you can have on it. And wow, we even got a critical. Wow. That is impressive. Alright, Eevee is coming out next. I think I am going to wait on that because in between episodes Pikachu learned Thunder Wave, which is super useful because it can inflict paralysis whenever we want, which is super duper awesome. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have slowed down Eevee too terribly much, but it's definitely worth a shot. Paralysis can cause the opponent's speed to go down and can also sometimes cause them to be unable to attack, which is super awesome. I believe there are a couple of glitches with paralysis where if you cure it in a certain way, your speed doesn't actually return to normal, which is incredibly strange, but as I've said, there are a lot of glitches in the original Pokemon games. It's kind of insane. Alright, if we can take this tackle, which we can, I think one more Thundershock will miss! Are you kidding me? Oh, this game sometimes, alright. And it missed again! Oh man. Don't tell me we're gonna miss we missed a 3rd time! Ah well, and a critical hit for good measure. Luckily, we have Nidoran with us this time, so since it has been sand attacked to death, it learned Horn Attack in between episodes, I believe, so we can hit it with a Horn Attack, and I think that will just about do it for this rival battle, which means we have officially defeated our rival for the first time ever! And Nidoran grows to level 10, which is awesome. And I skipped by those stats pretty quickly by accident right there, but we'll see them when it levels up again. Aw, you just lucked out. At this point, I'm inclined to agree with you, good sir. I heard Pokemon League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. And off he goes with his slow walking animation. Anyway, since we have defeated Blue at this rival battle, our rival's Eevee will evolve into a Flareon. The way the game works is if you defeat Blue at the lab and at Route 22 at this optional fight, his Eevee will evolve into a Jolteon. Anyway, here, this is the Pokemon League front gate. If you lose to him in one fight and win at the other fight, you will get a Flareon. So if you beat him at the lab and you skip or lose the fight we just did, you will get a Flareon, and if you lose to him at the lab and beat him at the fight we just did, you will also get a Flareon. If you lose at the lab and either lose or skip the fight, that I just did, you will result in a Vaporeon, which is probably the best choice for having a Pikachu, but we're getting a Flareon, which should be pretty fun. Only truly skilled trainers are allowed through. You don't have the Boulder Badge yet. The rules are rules. I can't let you pass. Indeed, what Blue says is correct. We cannot pass through this area quite yet. And honestly, we're probably not going to be back here until we have a full stock of badges, because really not much you can do in this area except encounter some Pokemon before you get 8 badges. So I think we're just going to head back here, and I think, first things first, it would probably be very smart to heal, because as you can see, our Pikachu is very much 100% unconscious, so we are going to go and heal up. Alright. And also, just worth noting, I'm really going to be gunning to get Nidoran to level 12. Because at level 12, Nidoran is going to actually learn a fighting type move, which is actually astoundingly useful against the upcoming gym fight, so we're definitely going to want to get that going. Anyhow, now that we have caught every Pokemon available to us as of this point, we are going to be heading onwards to the next dungeon. Well, actually, not the next dungeon, the first dungeon, the first main dungeon of Pokemon Yellow. It is right through this door. Now, I believe someone in here has something for us. Are you going into Viridian Forest? Be careful, it's a natural maze. This is true. Do you have something for us? You have to roam far to get new kinds of Pokemon. Look for other types outside of Viridian Forest. Guess we don't get anything for free. Anyway, this is Viridian Forest. Trainer tips. Weaken Pokemon before attempting capture. When healthy, they may escape. That reminds me, how many Pokeballs do I have? 3. I think we can make it with 3. I came here with some friends. They're out for Pokemon fights. Alrighty, I believe right over here there's actually an item. Or there could be a, wild encounter. Here we have yet another Pidgey. Definitely going to be wanting to take down as many Pidgey as we can with Thundershock, because they're basically easy experience at this point, and it's actually not insignificant amounts of experience either. Alright, what do you have? Hi, do you have a Pikachu? What? Okay, I could swear on, I don't know, the candy on my desk. I swear on the candy on my desk that this was an item in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Maybe I'm just misremembering, or maybe this is a battle that's exclusive to Yellow. But anyway, we have a trainer battle here. I believe this is actually the first non-rival trainer battle in the game? I think that's actually correct. I think this is the first actual regular trainer battle in the entire game that we've done so far, which is definitely interesting. And it looks like this lady is packing double Nidoran, which I think we can take care of relatively easily. Now, one thing I do want to say about this series is you've probably noticed the past couple of episodes have been a little bit shorter than usual. I want to make perfectly clear that the main reason that that is occurring is because my schedule this semester is pretty restrictive. So the main reason for having shorter videos is so I can actually get more videos out to you guys on the same schedule as I'm used to, while still juggling schoolwork, because school is going to be pretty crazy this semester, because this is my second semester of junior year, and judging by the fact that yesterday in one of my classes the professor said his son had been through the curriculum as well and was still in therapy, which, to be fair, was probably a joke, but the fact that there was a nervous laughter throughout the room, I think you guys understand that it's going to be pretty tough on my end to keep up with these videos. I fully plan to keep up with the videos, I just want to make it clear that the reason videos have been shorter as of late is because of school more than anything else. Anyway, I suppose I could mention, recently on the channel we hit 3 major milestones. Yeah, 3. First things first, we hit 700 subscribers pretty recently, which I am really, really hyped and excited about. Like, I wasn't expecting to get so many subscribers so quickly. I recall back in May of 2016 I had just hit 500, and at the time the channel was just a hair under 4 years old. The channel isn't even 5 yet, and we're already at 700 subscribers, which I think is really crazy. So I just want to thank you all. For poison, use Antidote. Get it at Pokemon Marts. Yep, there are advertisements here in Viridian Forest, because of course they are. Another milestone that we just recently hit, until I read another sign, trainer tips. If you want to avoid battles, stay away from grassy areas. The best part about these signs is they are always placed in an area where you have to walk through grass to progress. Because of course. We hit 300,000 video views recently. That's crazy! I ran out of Pokeballs to catch Pokemon with. You should carry extras. Indeed I should, and indeed I really am not, because I only have 3 with me, but I don't think there are too many Pokemon we can encounter in this area that we don't already have. Hey, you have Pokemon. Come on, let's battle them. Alrighty. So yeah, 300,000 video views, which is insane. And it's pretty nice because as of right now, my most popular video on the channel, which is super old and not a video I'm honestly super proud of, it has 94,000 views, which means we just recently crossed over the threshold of that video actually having less than a third of all views on this channel, which I think is really cool because I feel like having that one video that I'm not really super proud of isn't the greatest thing in the world, which is why I'm so glad that the Liquid Crystal LP has gotten so much traction recently. I'm glad that's getting a lot of attention because I'm personally a lot more proud of that project in general, so I'm really glad it's getting a lot of views. And the third milestone that I'm not sure if you guys have noticed because of certain back-end things, in my video manager I realized that we just recently crossed 500 videos on the channel. Now it's possible the amount of public videos isn't as much because there are some private videos like old channel updates and actually some school projects that really honestly shouldn't be on this channel anymore because the channel's actually getting pretty big. So yeah, just recently hit 500 videos that I have made, which is insanity. Anyway, Pikachu wants to learn Quick Attack. I think I'm going to get rid of Growl for that. So now Pikachu has a priority move, which means it will move faster than any other Pokemon unless the opponent also uses Quick Attack, in which case whoever is faster in terms of speed will again go first. Really, really neat stuff. No, Caterpie can't cut it! I feel like that's one of those classic lines for this game. Alright, anyway, let's head on up here. I don't think there is an item through this other side here. You know what, I'm tempted to check. And there actually is not, and we actually had no wild encounters. Also, one thing that's kind of funny, if you look at the grass tile right here, I will never get an encounter in this tile. Or maybe it's a different kind of tile. There's one kind of tile in Viridian Forest that you cannot get a wild encounter on. You'll notice that the tile that I have a wild encounter in right now has a flower in the lower right quadrant of the tile. I guess I must be wrong. I think it's tiles with a flower in the lower left that you cannot possibly get wild encounters on, and speedrunners use that a lot. That is a really popular speedrunning tactic to get through this area, and for good reason. Caterpie, if you touch the feeler on top of its head, it will release a horrible stink to protect itself. I want to say they never actually touched on that in the anime at all. Anyway, that will be transferred to someone's PC because we have not met the owner of the PC system yet. Can you guess who it is? I feel like veterans of the series, it's pretty obvious at this point. Yo, you can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. Can you tell this game was made in the 90s? Because I can really, really tell that this game was made in the 90s. Alright, we have Metapod right here, which is a really, really great Pokemon to grind levels against because if you encounter it in the wild, it will only know Harden, which it cannot use to do damage against you, which is super awesome. So if you have a really weak Pokemon that you need to train up pretty quickly, encountering a high-level Metapod won't be an issue because it has no way of directly damaging you. I mean, yeah, it'll take forever and a day to actually KO it because Harden will increase its defense every turn, but I think it's pretty nice to have that option available to you, which is awesome. Critical hit on that Caterpie, one-hit knockout, which is awesome. And next up we have another Metapod, so I think we'll be able to take this one out just the same. Alrighty. I hope you guys are enjoying the fact that we're doing another Pokemon game again. I know it's old, and I know it isn't a ROM hack, but I feel like it could be fun to play something just this classic and have a Let's Play be this laid back, because since we're not going out for like 100% Pokedex completion or anything, I feel like I can enjoy the Let's Play a lot more freely and not have to structure it as much, which should be really fun. Huh? I ran out of Pokemon. Yes, sir, that is indeed how it works. Anyway, what does this sign say? Trainer tips. Contact Professor Oak via PC to get your Pokedex evaluated. Why is there a sign there when there's only 2 people in the entire region that actually have a Pokedex? Really not sure what's up with that. Anyway, I think with that, how's Pikachu doing? It's actually pretty happy, which is awesome. I think with that, we are going to be ending things off here. So, this past episode of Pokemon Yellow, we defeated our rival, finally, and we also discussed what his Eevee is eventually going to evolve into, which is pretty darned neat. And we also made our way here into Viridian Forest, battled a couple of trainers, and we also caught a Caterpie for our Pokedex, which is super nice. And next time on Pokemon Yellow, we are going to be proceeding... I keep tripping over the outro. Darn it, 500 videos. Still keep screwing it up. Next time on Pokemon Yellow, we are going to be proceeding through the end of Viridian Forest and possibly getting to the next town. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
CATERPIE 芋虫ポケモン高さ 0.3 メートル重さ 2.9 キログラム緑の皮膚に覆われている脱皮して成長すると糸をかけてさなぎに変わる